In the new look, AFC North continued in Baltimore as an MVP quarterback. A defense and a roster littered with dogs found themselves without a head coach for the first time in like 18 years. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who was selected to guide the Baltimore Ravens through the next chapter of the Baltimore Ravens' existence by Steve Bisciotti, who we have come to learn is the greatest talking owner in all of sports.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach of the Ravens, Jesse Minter.
Yeah, coach!
How you doing, Coach?
Doing great, man. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you so much for joining us. We are very, very grateful. And obviously, we got a chance to meet you in the building whenever we were walking around the Bolt. And as we chatted with you, the easy follow-up once you left us was, oh, that guy's going to be a head coach. That guy's going to be a head coach. That guy's going to be a head coach. And here we are. You are now a head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. What has it been like after you get named that officially? Because obviously, you traveled around a bit. You've had success in multiple different places. Now you're guiding a franchise. What has it been like here for the first few hours as a head coach in the NFL? Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you again. Thank you guys. It was great to meet you all last year, and it's just been it's a process now. You know, you get the job, and first thing that you start thinking of is trying to build a relationship with the players. I think that's the most important piece in this whole thing, and then you start talking about a staff. And so, working tirelessly right now to put a staff together that'll be great for these guys that these players deserve. And right now, those are the two main focuses at this time.
Okay, so tell me about Lamar Jackson as your quarterback. This is obviously, whenever we talked about the coaching vacancy in the coaching cycles, there was an MVP available with no head coach up there in Buffalo. There was an MVP in Baltimore. It felt like it was the first time, long time, first time, forever. Whenever Lamar Jackson's a quarterback of a team, what does that mean for you as the head coach, a defensive guy? And what was the conversation around Lamar Jackson and the stars of this team currently during the hiring process?
Yeah, first of all, you know, being the head coach of the team that has the best player in the National Football League is pretty exciting. Like you said, these jobs with this caliber of quarterback don't often turn over. And so when it came open, you know, the respect and love I have for Lamar, and having been here before, having seen him come up as he was drafted here, what he did in his first few years, having had defended him last year in 2024 in Los Angeles, just, man, grateful, excited, stoked to have the best player in the league as our quarterback. And I think what that says is your window is always open. You got the best player in the world behind center. You got a group of guys on offense that have elite talent and elite playmaking skills. And look forward to building an offense and building a team around Lamar Jackson.
Okay, so Greg Roman and Lamar won an MVP. Todd Monken and Lamar won an MVP. Felt like it was a little different styles. On that note, you said you're still piecing together a staff, but an obvious question from Tone, a diehard Pittsburgh Steeler fan, by the way.
Yeah, don't hold that against me. Not yet. We haven't played each other yet. But, Coach, do you want to break news here and tell us who your OC is going to be? Just kidding. I know you're not going to do that. But is there a style? Like, because a lot of defensive head coaches, you know, they talk about how they want to run the ball and, you know, protect the defense, stuff like that. Do you care what style comes in, and what are you looking for in your offensive coordinator?
Yeah, that's a great question. I have tons of respect for the Ravens-Steelers rivalry, so won't hold that against you. I think I'm looking for a connector and an innovator and a scheme builder around the best player in the world. And so very, very creative, built on the things that have made this organization always successful. And I think that's playing great defense, having the ability to control the game with running the football, but ultimately building an offense around Lamar's skill set, what he does best, making plays easy for him at times and making plays at times where he has the ability for his instincts to take over. So a very well-rounded, well-constructed offense that's very creative, innovative, always forward-thinking, always trying to find ways to improve.
Man.
And I know we'll find that and look forward to Lamar leading that charge.
I can't wait for you guys to hire Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah, smart. Good hire.
All right. Everybody, Dano didn't deserve that. If you do hire Dan, we will certainly support. If you don't, we certainly understand as well. But let's talk a little bit about the defenses that you have manned. Everybody that has played defensive football is impressed by your defenses. And Hembo sent us over a stat earlier today about Derwin James's career, where he was at before before you got there, and then what you're able to do with him. And then obviously we look at their Ravens defense. We see a superstar over there as well. Go ahead, Con, man.
Yeah, Coach, the jersey's hanging behind you. I love your strategy. Just go to a defense that has an all-pro safety and let's move them everywhere. And that's basically what you can do with Kyle Hamilton. What was the draw, with that defense? Kyle, Roquan Smith, two pillar players. It feels like in this league for a long time, both all-pros, both Pro Bowlers. But what do you envision kind of the strategy with them? And are you just going to basically show Derwin James tape to Kyle Hamilton and just say, hey, do this?
Well, ironically, a couple years ago when I was getting to the Chargers, I had looked at a lot of the stuff that Kyle had done here in 2023. So showed Derwin some Kyle film. Now show Kyle some Derwin film. Two great players in their own right, unique in their own style. But I just felt like this is an organization that expects to play great defense, expects to have the most dominant defense in the NFL. And I think any quarterback's best friend is having the best defense in the league. And so there's great pieces here. There's a bunch of great players, Kyle included, Roquan, all the guys. And I feel like, there's excellent pieces here for us to be able to work towards being the best defense in the NFL.
Are you excited to get back in the kitchen of the AFC North? It looks brand new over there right now. Feels like it's going to have similar football, though.
I'm so excited, and I think the division is where it all starts. You got to own your division. You got to study those teams. You got to find a way to win those games. It's 6 games a year. I think we were able to do that the last place I was at, and I take great pride now in being the only defensive-minded head coach in the AFC North. And look forward to the challenges that those other 3 guys present.
Last question here for you, Coach. We appreciate you. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Coach, I know in 2021, you kind of took a bit of a separation and were at Vanderbilt. But from 2017 to 2025, you were coaching under a Harbaugh, whether it was John or Jim. Have you thought about, man, it's actually going to be kind of weird not having or not being around either one of those guys? And what do you think the biggest thing you'll take away from the Harbaugh coaching tree will be going forward?
Yeah, that's a great question. Certainly have so much love and respect for both of them. Jim, the last 4 years, being at Michigan, winning a championship together, getting the Chargers up and running to where they're at now. I feel great about kind of how we left that place. And then the 4 years here with John. And I think they're both different. Jim is, as you guys know, man, so positive, so fun, creates a great environment for the players. I learned a ton here from John about empowering people in the organization, empowering the players, empowering the coaches to be creative and forward thinking. I felt a big part of my development was his vision for me as a coach. And so look forward to taking everything from both of those guys, but ultimately being myself and figuring out what works best for me. But certainly have loved my time with those guys, love and appreciate them, and look forward to going against them now.
What was Bisciotti like in the conversations? We don't know this guy much. We just saw a press conference when he was talking about the hiring process. He might be the greatest. We need him on a microphone more. I don't know if that was part of your discussions or negotiations with him, if you won that over to get him on a microphone more. But what is he like in person, and what is the expectation? Feels like he's pretty hands-off. You guys do the football. I'm the owner. Let me know what you need.
I think he's the best owner in sports. And I say that because, he gives you everything that you need. There's no stone unturned for resources in this organization. He hires people to do their job, expects you to do it at a high level. And, he's only hired, in his time, he's only hired the one coach. And so look forward to having a long partnership with him and Eric DeCosta, our general manager. And, man, there's nobody I'd rather be working for than Steve Bisciotti.
How old are you?
42.
Oh, man.
Young gun.
You'll be there till at least 60.
Yeah, at least. I mean, look, he looks like he's taking care of you. Yeah, you're pretty fit. Are you a Peloton guy? What do you do?
Peloton all the way. Peloton.
Okay, in the office, you're on the Peloton?
I do it at home, but I might have to bring one in the office here.
Yeah, smart. I like that. You just, even having it there makes you think
Chuck
like,
did.
oh, this guy's working out and watching film, doing the entire thing. We're getting up on that. We're going pretty hard. It feels like you are in great shape. You feel very confident about your Peloton scoring, your ranking?
It's solid. It's middle of the road to the upper half, maybe.
Instructor of choice?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, I go more for during the season. I'm only on like the 20-minute kicks in the morning, so it's more about the time length.
Yeah.
And so I enjoy kind of the mix of all the different instructors.
I like that. Hey, we only got 20 minutes here, okay? But I need to kick my ass. Okay, that's what I need to do here. Hey, I hope you get a good time or have a good time, not only meeting, obviously, the locker room. Jimmy's famous. It's great to be back at Baltimore. You'll be able to eat some of their crabs. Butta and Stavi, I think you need to get a good relationship with them. They are incredible fans of the Ravens. And then watching you build that place after taking the baton from a man who is obviously held in such high regards around there is going to be fun to watch. Good luck, brother. You've earned it all.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys for having me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Coach Minter.
Yeah, Coach.